Hi, I'm Arthur Chadbourne, and welcome to True Astrology. I'm here to show you little insights on how to read a chart the correct way. And today what I want to do is teach you how to work the derivative house system. The derivative house system is just that. It means we're going to derive one house from the first to another house. So anytime a question is asked about a house, which is a person, place, or thing, the house in question is the principal interest. It's what we're interested in, or your querent's interested in. Therefore, the house of interest becomes the new first house. It's that simple. So when we look here, a querent may call, and the time they call, we'll find Cancer is rising. So the querent now is a Cancer rising, and what we're interested in is where the moon is and what it's doing, which is up in the ninth house, as you can see in Pisces. And the question is going to be about the child. And will I have grandchildren, or will my child have a child? It's either question, but I try to get them down to a little bit more succinct. So when I know will my child have a child, I know that the fifth house, Scorpio, is extremely interested. And so I need to look at that and now convert that to the new first house. So the fifth house original child now becomes the new one, and that becomes the child. And now the child is looking to see if it will have a child, creating the querent as a grandchild. So it's the old one up there. You can see that. And so here we see Scorpio rising, which was the child. Now the child is looking for the new five, which is over there where the moon is, and that new five is telling us that yes, the Scorpio is interested in having a child. Why? Because it's in a water sign. We see the grand water up there. So the possibility of a child being born is extremely probable. Now, what happens is that the child, the initial question from the Cancer rising, now is in turn become the ninth house. See, as you see it? No. So the original house of the child becomes the first, and then the first house looks to the another fifth house to see if there's a new child coming in, which would be the grandchild. You see, we have derived from one Cancer to the five, which is Scorpio. Now we derived again over to the next fifth house, Pisces, for the grandchild. And this would answer the question, yes, you're going to have a grandchild. And that's simple as that. So, let's look at a new chart. The querent wants to know about a partnership. So the partner, remember querent was Cancer rising over there where the circles are? So now the querent is asking about a partnership, so the new one becomes Capricorn from the original Cancer rising. And there the partner is, and we would be interested in where that would locate itself as far as Saturn goes, what the new location of Saturn would be and where it would take us. So the partner now becomes the new one. And that's simple as that. And the old one is over there on 7, which was the original querent. Now, let's take a look at a new chart. My mechanic's wife's brother is looking for work. Will he find a job? Well, the first right off the bat, we have to look at the formula 1, 6, 11, 110. Why? Well, we're going to see how this plays out. First of all, the word my suggests whoever made the call is Cancer rising. We can see here that the next thing is going to be who is looking for the mechanic. So the mechanic now becomes the new one. See? So the order of the question is over here is 1 is the querent asking the question. They're the original caller, that's the one, my. And now we'll go over here to the new one, which is going to be the sixth house, my mechanic. Okay? That's a mechanic is somebody you hire, you pay them to do work. So they literally become the sixth house for you. His wife is across the road to the seventh of that, which is Gemini. So that becomes the new one, the wife of the mechanic. So the new one, the wife of the mechanic, now wants to know how about her brother, which is down here where Mars is located, the new brother, second house. So now the second house is the question, will the 10th house of the brother, count them round around a wheel, we'll see where the sun is. That's the 10th house of where the brother is. And so the formula is, will the brother get a new job? Well, yeah. Take a look at Mars at 17. It's coming from Saturn at 14, and it's going to work its way through the whole process of getting a job they want. So it moved from the moon, the Mars and the moon are all moving from 12 to 14 to 17, which says yes, there would be a job. So the moon is giving us a job with the roundhouse derivative houses. And that's what we're looking at. See? So this is the 10th from the 2nd, as we can see up there. And so where the sun is at 12 degrees, the moon is going to trine that. So the answer is, yep, a job is on its way. Okay? Now this chat can answer dozens and dozens of questions if we look at it the right way. Does he or she love me? Well, yeah, look at the first house. The first house telling us that Libra's rising. The 7th house is Aries. Both the rulers of those is Mars and Venus. And look at them. They're conjoined in the 11th house. Sextile the 1st, trine the 7th. Oh, yes, they're very much in love. Will I get my money back? Well, again, yes, because the 2nd house is Scorpio of Libra, and the 8th house is Taurus from Aries, and they're both conjoined again in the 11th. So, and again, it's a trine process. Yes, they're going to get their money again. Will I enjoy my vacation? Well, there's the moon up there, and it's trining, and again, Venus and Mars is conjoined, so this is a yes answer. Is my cat safe? Well, here we go. Well, not really, because if we start at the cat, which is Pisces, the 6th house is number 1 house here, and that's the cat. Well, we'll notice that the Venus and the Mars conjunction is in the 6th house of the cat, indicating that it's ill. So chances are it doesn't feel well, or it's not safe. Okay? Will Frank meet someone at the party? Well, yeah, because, well, again, Venus and Mars, pardon me, are conjoined. And when we look at the brother, which is Jupiter-ruled Sag, it's in the trine aspect to that position. So, yeah, you'll meet somebody. The houses are in trine aspect. Should I buy a new home? Well, yeah, because the 7th and the 1st, the seller and the buyer, are conjoined in the 11th, and that's telling us, yeah, that's a new home, that's a new buy. Is my father's brother ill? Well, the answer to that is the same as the cat, because the father is Capricorn, the 1st house, and the 6th house becomes the 3rd from the 4th, and that's the brother, and the brother's looking at Mars and Venus up there, which is the 6th from the Pisces point, and that's telling us that he doesn't feel all that well. Now, here's a question. Should my mother-in-law see the man that she's currently dating? Well, we see Scorpio is looking at hard look at the 4th house mother-in-law, because that would be the wife's mother from the 7th. 10th house from the 7th is Aquarius. And so there's Saturn sitting there. There's his concern. The real concern is, because Scorpio is ruled by Mars, it's up there in Leo, and that Leo is opposed by the moon. And so here's an opposition of something he is looking at. The fact that Mars is in Leo tells us to look at the sun, which is the 6th house from mom-in-law, or the 12th house from her beau, Leo, which says he may have problems, and there may be an illness involved that he wants her probably to take care of him in the future. So I would say to this, yeah, there's a chance that he's got some scheme going that he wants to be able to take a look and see what's going on. So here's the new way of looking at the house systems. So here's a house. This is the chart. That's all we have to look at. When we look at it, who's doing what, why, what, where, how. And so off that process, there you have it. Thank you once again. We will see you soon.